Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're all well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about a very exciting topic. It's gonna be this. How to pack your running pack for an ultra race in the mountains.
How to pack your running pack for an ultra race in the mountains.
I split the video in 4 sections. First section is the pack. Second section would be the mandatory gear and some extras, and finally the nutrition that you need. Right, without further delay, let's get started. Your backpack. This is, I guess, the most important item you have in your gear list because it contains everything else. This is a Salomon Advanced Skin 12 liters pack. You can do probably an ultra race with 8 liters as well, but I like to have some extra space to put some extra items. All the gear in the main compartment usually is stuffed into a dry bag like that. You normally have your electronics, your warm layer in here, so it's very important this stuff stays dry, so whenever you need them they are dry, they function, and they keep you warm as they should. Right, as safety comes always first, let's start from safety. They're gonna ask you to bring a first aid kit. You can find those on Amazon or in pretty much every outdoor shop. These are very handy. A safety blanket, hopefully you're not gonna use this, but just in case. A mobile phone with the race organizer number in it. It doesn't have to be a smartphone, it could be a normal phone, and as long as it can make a phone call. Your ID, especially if the race goes across different countries, you will need an ID with you. And usually I put with my ID 20 pounds or 20 euros depending on the country I am. This is not part of the mandatory equipment, but I suggest to have like a bandage you can wrap your ankle just in case you roll your ankle or something. Then you need to have a whistle. My pack has a built-in whistle just here, and it sounds like that. Okay, now let's start talking about the layers that you need to bring with you. In long races, weather conditions might change, so the two most important items are always the waterproof jacket and the waterproof pants. I normally put them on the outside of my pack in the kangaroo pocket on the back, so you can get them straight away. You don't need to get wet or waste time and just put them on. Obviously there are plenty of brands, plenty of choices. I suggest you to get something that is at least 10,000 millimeters of hydrostatic head, just because if you go under that value, the fabric is not waterproof enough. This is the Salomon Bonatti Pro jacket, and these are the Salomon Bonatti trousers. As you can see, they are super packable. The jacket stuff is in his own pocket, but I tend just to fold it like that, fold it in his own hood actually, just simply like that. Because most of the times maybe you have cold hands or something, you don't want to waste too much time in opening it. You just do like that and you can just open it. So yeah, they also ask you to bring a long sleeve base layer. I have a winter base layer with me just in case it gets cold, and a pair of running leggings or something that covers your knees, a buff or a hat or both, but this can be very handy in every conditions. You can put it on your wrist just to clean your face. You can put it on your neck. You can make a hat with it. A running hat. This is for sunny conditions, but also if you get a little bit cold. If it's cold at night, you know it's gonna be cold. It's better if you get maybe a warmer beanie or a warmer hat. And then finally some gloves. Most races they ask you to bring waterproof gloves, but not all of them. These are not waterproof. They are good with wind, they are good with snow, but yeah, they're not just waterproof, but they keep my hands warm, so I like them. And then something that I always have with me, they are not in the mandatory gear list, but these arm warmers, they can be very handy. You can just roll them down, roll them up, and just they keep you warm. You will notice that it's not very comfortable to have a waterproof jacket and a short sleeve t-shirt. especially because you're sweating and the fabric is gonna start chafe to your arm. So these ones, they're gonna make you feel the jacket more comfortable. Those are very good. One of my favorite piece of kit. And finally, a little bit of tech. They normally ask you to carry as well 2 head torches with spare batteries. So I suggest you to get one main head torch, the one you're gonna be using. This is gonna be your main one, especially for longer races. You actually need to see what you're doing. And is spare battery. I have it here. Yeah, spare battery for the torch. And then as a second torch, I would get something super small, super packable. You might not even use it, but just in case you have it, just in case the other one breaks, just in case your battery has a problem. When it's cold, sometimes the battery they don't perform as well as when it's warm. So I suggest you get something similar to this one. This is a Petzl. I think it's called Petzl Micro or Petzl Mini or something. It's just 20 or 30 pounds. It works well. It doesn't do a great light, but you can see where you're going, and just in case you have an emergency, it's gonna get you home. So yeah, it has a whistle in it. It has different functions like normal light, flashlight, red light, and yeah, that's it. And then let's talk about the extra items that you might want to carry depending on the condition, depending on how you feel. So this is very, very personal. My extras are usually poles, pair of running poles. These are foldable. You can keep them in your hand when you're running, or if your pack allows you to, you can put them in your pack. You can buy a small quiver, you can just stuff them in, or there are some belts, you put them just behind your back. You can decide to bring a small power bank with you, just in case your phone needs to be charged again, just in case your watch battery is not good enough to do the whole distance or the whole duration of the race, so you can charge it. I suggest you to have a GPS watch. You can check many things with it. You can check the time, you can check your pace, you can check actually if you are on the correct path. If you upload the GPX file, which is usually provided from the race organizers, I know it's really easy to follow the path of a race, but sometimes when you're tired, just for a peace of mind, having the GPX file on the watch so you can follow the map just by doing this, sometimes it's just easier. I tend to bring with me as an extra pair of socks. Why an extra pair of socks? Just because if you get in a muddy section early during the race, if you get into a puddle, or if you cross a river or something, you might then want to change your socks and continue the race with a pair of dry socks. This can make a huge difference sometimes, especially for blisters or just for comfort. Just think about bringing some spare socks. And then the awkward item. Those are some baby wipes. Why do you need baby wipes? Well, you can clean your face with them, but just in case, as you're gonna be out there for many hours, if you need to go number 2, you need to go to the toilet, you're gonna be very happy to have these ones with you. Okay, for hydration and nutrition I should do a separate video, but just to go through them very briefly. I used to carry 2 running flasks on the front of my backpack and 1 on the back. I usually bring with me as well this collapsible cap, so you can have your own glass at the aid station. In terms of food, I tend to bring with me gels and bars. I keep the bars for the first half of the race and gels towards the second half of the race. On top of that, of course, you will have the aid stations. I like the real food that they actually give you there just for a change of taste. Sometimes it makes you happier, sometimes it changes your race. Yeah. How many gels do you need to carry? How many bars? How many gels? I think, just to give you an idea, you need to have at least one gel each hour of the race. So if you forecasted 10 hours of race, if you think you're gonna finish in 10 hours, bring at least 10 gels or 10 in between gels and bars. And I usually stuff 2 extra gels or 2 extra bars at the bottom of my pack, just in case the race takes longer, just in case I go slower, just in case something unexpected happens. So yeah. And I think that's all for today's video, guys. If you like it, please leave a comment down below, subscribe my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I guess I'll see you on the next video.